welcome to another beat making episode. It's your boy SD Music. In today's episode, we're going to be making an Afrobeat type of instrumental in FL Studio. If you're new to the channel, please click subscribe button to catch up on our previous episode. Without further ado, let's get started. On pattern 1, we have this kick sequence. That's one. On pattern 2, we have another sequence. On pattern 3, we have another variation. That's cool. On pattern 4, we have these percussion instruments. Yeah. On pattern 4, we have the conga. You're gonna hear how it all comes together shortly. We have the clap sound on pattern 6. Okay, on pattern 7, we have another variation of the clap sound. On pattern 8, we have the lead guitar. On pattern 9, we have this bass line played using Nexus. All right, that's for that. Let's take a look at it. Look at what I'm using. You can use the same thing or you can use even more. Depends on how you want to go. On pattern 9, we have another variation of the bass line, just to spice up the beats. Then we have on pattern 11 this serum sound. Cool. On pattern 11, we have the 808 play out. Let's look at what I've done to the 808. Turn on the envelope, reduce the release and the sustain to remove some of the subs, and also turn on the trim. Another variation of the 808 is this one. All right, let's take a look at the mixer track and see what I've done to the effects I've added to the 808. I did add some effects on it. As you can see, I have the EQ to reduce the excess high end that I don't need. I have this decapitator effect, this decapitator VST, just to bring up the sub and make it more strong and grunchy. I don't know if that's a thing, please let me know. And I also have this soft clipper. You know what that does? If you don't know, let me know. And moving on pattern 14, we have this FPC playout. I did this, played this using my MIDI device. Just something, I did a little bit of freestyle over the track. This is used for most of the transition in the beats.
SD Music.
So you can see what's on the FPC. I just drag some of my favorite instruments on it, so that I can easily
SD Music.
go with it. You're gonna hear it soon, so just don't go nowhere. And we have these instruments, which was played using Serum. More like a choir instrument. So that's what's inside, just to fill up the beats. not too crazy. On pattern 16, we have this bell sample, and this pattern was played on it. On pattern 17, we have this percussion instrument played using Hive. You know, this kind of the tropical sound, you know, just to give it a little bit of shaky. And on pattern 18, I was listening to the beat and I thought maybe I could make some more alterations or variation on the 808. So on pattern 18, we have another variation of the 808. Cool, that's everything on the pattern list. Great. Now moving on to the arrangement section. Let me show you how it all comes together. We're going to start reviewing the beats from the chorus section on verse 2. Let's go.
SD Music. SD Music. SD Music. SD Music.
All right, it's taking a minute. I didn't show you this. I used this this sample. Let's take a look at it. So that's the original sample. So I just changed the key to suit my beats, and I turn on the stretch option here so that it doesn't sound quanky, so it doesn't sound bad. And also I did a little bit of panning and added some effects on it. As you can see, I have this guitar rig on it just to switch, just to change up the sound, and some EQ like that. I'm not gonna open it. Just like, all right. So this is what there is on the sample. So let's solo the effects and see how the sample sounds on its own. All right, let's turn on the effects. All right, just a slight difference, but makes a lot of difference in the context. Okay, moving on.
SD Music. SD Music. SD Music. SD Music.
All right, that's most of it. I still have some other instruments right here that help create variation in the track. If you listen to verse 1 of the beats,
SD Music. SD Music.
all right, guys. As you can see, let me show you the transition before we move on. These are the transitions I'm using, which are the drum rolls as well. Mix up. I'm using some of these, yeah, to create transition. And this clap, as you can see earlier on, I was trying to tune the clap to suit the. I'm using that one as well as a thumb. And this one is a riser, and I just put a bunch of stuff together to make it sound more like it. This one is another one, a riser I'm using. Crazy. All right.
SD Music.
Let's fast forward to verse 3, listen to some part of the chorus, and round up for today. Let's go.
SD Music.
Also, let me show you some things on the master track that I'm using to bring up the beat. I'm using Maximus to. I didn't touch much. I just keep clicking the presets until I got something that works for me, and I did a little bit of tuning to. I don't think I use one of those presets to get something creeps. So I'm using Maximus, and I'm using this exciter to bring up some of the frequencies, which is some of the high end and the low end, to make the beats come up. So take notes. So I'm turning on the effect on the master track right now. You can see the difference. It brings up all the little details in the instrumentals.
SD Music.
All right, guys. So that's one way of doing it. That's one way of creating an Afrobeat instrumental in FL Studio. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button if you love the video and share it to your friends that need it. So let's see you next time. Keep practicing, keep learning, and peace.